Hi, Genshin Impact. Y'all ready for the Girlypop Rite 2025? Hi. So today my plan is to play through all of the Lantern Rite. I know it's a very, it's not a very long. It's like 3 hours long. So I'm going to try my best to get this like popping. Um, I was gonna do this over two streams, but I'm like, let's do this for real. Like, I'm a gamer. Sorry, I'm trying to get my sound going. Hello. Do I have it muted? How does everybody think about the new Lisa song? I like it. Oh, the one really toxic thing I noticed about the internet is like, why can't these girls have a joint slay? I'm seeing like really maladjusted people on the internet being like, "Oh, so and so carried the song." Okay, the song is good, and all three of them are on, and all three of them are getting a split paycheck for it. Um, I don't. It's weird. It's weird. Like, why can't people just joint slay anymore? Doja did great, but of course Doja did great. Ray did great, but of course Ray did great. Lisa did great, but of course Lisa did great. All three of them are icons. Anyway, let's get into the Girly Pop 2025. My question is, which Girly Pop slays the most in 2025? Oh, the Mizuki teaser? That's right. We gotta watch the Mizuki teaser. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta watch the Mizuki teaser. Comment sent it to me. I have it. See, already, I told y'all I'm gonna try my hardest to get through this one today. But we are already. Monica Christ, you ready to be born again? If you tried just a little more times, I would have made you a believer. Would have showed you what it's like every single night. Dude, I like that song. um, I should have been on the track. They should have called me up. Hi, it's Yang. What did that say? Reality and dreams are two separate worlds. Alessandra.
Don't be nervous. Come right on in.
Oh my goodness, this is like twitch.tv/phaun. This is literally what it looks like behind the scenes.
When we suppress our emotions, our dreams are where they manifest themselves. And the deeper we bury them, the more likely they are to manifest as nightmares.
Right, the Wizard 101
My
mount.
job is to help you digest those emotions.
Oh, speaking of a mukbang.
I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this on my own.
This aesthetic is so damsel
You don't
underscore
want your
underscore
parents to
fly.
worry. I understand. But keeping everything bottled up will only worry them all the more. You're doing just great. It's okay to need help sometimes.
This is so cool because like she's like a sleeping type of thing, right? Like she
There's
does
no harm
dreams
in
and
being
stuff.
a kid again, once in a while. You're right.
I did get my haircut today. She's a Musharna. Dream Eater Diva. It's cool because like they say like, you know, if you sleep, like I used to sweat a lot in my sleep. Siren of the Sea, welcome to the chat. I used to sweat a lot in my sleep when I had like really, really bad anxiety. Like my early adulthood, it like really hit me. Gaga is very right. Y'all know Gaga talks about it all the time that trauma will manifest in the body if you don't deal with it. It was manifesting in my sleep. I was drenched like every single night in my early 20s. If you don't process it, your body will show it. So she's here like, girl, if you're having a bad time sleeping, I'm going to help you.
Huh? Huh.
This is Cameron. Genshin is such a fun, like if you
Welcome.
really like art and character
Now,
design,
what can I
Genshin is
help
very
you with
fun to engage
today?
with. Now the fan base, I can't say much about it. We got a lot of Genshin fans here, but there's certain types of Genshin fans that don't hang around here. Let's just say if you like the vibe, just stay at twitch.tv/phaun. If you try to talk to a Genshin fan, they'll show you what it's like.
Look, it's Hu Tao! She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi? Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Hey, Xiangling.
What the? Oh, Xiangling! I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite! Hope I didn't scare
Happy
ya.
Lantern Rite. No, you didn't scare me. I could be scared of you, girl.
Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
Oh, I thought she was just quiet because her voice actor is on a strike.
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Or maybe she's not getting paid.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? The bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately.
I would
Whenever
imagine.
I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
She's trying to find a kind way to tell you that her rights as a worker has been infringed upon.
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon. Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
Well, Paimon, when you give a company a bunch of work and they don't give you money, you have every right to be silent and go on strike. I guess in 2025 in Lantern Rite, we're going to be talking about workers' rights and class solidarity. Let's go. I feel something cool against my face. Something's crept up behind me. Guess who? Ah, wonderful. You still remember my voice. That means you must have missed me a lot. Happy Lantern Rite.
Wow, Hu Tao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
That actually looks really cute. I'm not even being funny. All thanks to Xiangling. Apparently it was custom made by a designer named Mio.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
Well, that's good. I love Mio gowns.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hu Tao, who's been bothering you? Why would you ask? Is it my tone of voice? I mean, I know I sound a little bit different, but this outfit just kind of brings something out of me.
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
All right. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, I have been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh. So, you see, it's part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want to be you worrying me about me or something like that. So relax. Everything will be A-okay. Because Director Who will find a way via striking.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Well, not really. Basically, the agency that I've been working for didn't run me my check. So I'm striking and finding a new place to record my voices.
Huh? You think Kuching would be able to help? Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. I'm trying to find a new studio to record my voice lines.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
Paimon, I'm not unemployed like you. I have obligations.
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at One Mean Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Count me in, girl, especially if you're paying. Girl, the money's been a little bit sparse lately.
Me neither. Paimon's drooling already.
Don't worry about me. Get yourself to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. Pickled. I didn't know that it was going to be like this. Well, here we go, y'all. Here we go. The title of today's VOD will be Fully English Voice Acted Lantern Rite 2025. This is a custom envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lanyan, please take a look. Who's
I take it
this?
these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
That's right. These are special edition fortune coins issued by the Coinage Office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Goyan sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one, for example. The design is...
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an
I have done a
exorcism
lantern rite
sigil,
before.
widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite Oh, I interrupted
Thank you,
didn't
Itzyong.
I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhong.
None taken, Madam Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a fellow meal model.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhong. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Goyan sigils is very impressive, a rare find in Liyue Harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud. And given your level of erudition...
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhong.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, Phaun, Paimon, and Xiangling too. I was just worried about you this morning, wondering if you also had to strike... don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has so much to do with the Lantern Rite. Before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lanyan, a master craftswoman from the Chen Yu Vale Artisans Associations. She's kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In short, she's a meal model.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Now, why does Kaching have so many lines, girl? Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, her buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. How...
It seems like you're...
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these
Is she gonna be a new
great people
5-star?
I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not
She's a
that
4-star.
much to get
I was gonna say the
excited
outfit
about.
kind of gives 4-star, but she
You
is
don't need
cute
to
and I like her
include
really long
me just
hair.
to be polite.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds
Hypopoto.
plenty to be excited about. Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
Yeah, she's like an arts and crafts diva. Okay. She's a 4-star if you want to do the event. Today I want to focus on the story because I know that like it ends at 4 a.m. on the 9th. I can do like stuff in the background to get things because I do want her. She's an arts and crafts diva. And she has chakrams like a dancer. In Final Fantasy XIV by Square Enix. Here it is. This is the game for the street fair where you duel with ratted figures. There are 8 ratted figures in total. And thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8
Oh, Paimon, I was hoping you would ask because I love to yap about this. They're actually adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have had adeptus-like abilities, so they're not really adepti, which earned them the title of the 8 adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
They were only around for a short time, and it was 2 or 3,000 years ago. Paimon, you might be old enough to remember, but I'm too young. Also, did you notice this year's Mingxiao lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yes, it's said that during the Archon period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree was also a god named Tao Do.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du. So
Did you say you were
Tao Du
pulling
is the
for
giant
Algea? I can't remember.
tree?
Probably because I think that she's cool and I want to be a summoner. Undyne, they say if you say Square Enix 3 times in the mirror, you can get a copyright strike. Square Enix, Square Enix. What if my stream shut down? Back then, people thought that behind Tao Du, was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond the tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around
I like
repeating it.
how her eyes kind of look like a painting. When the Archon War arrived, Tao Du was dragged into fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no. And then what?
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down
This
a
is a very
great
Nounix
magic
coded
array
character.
to purify Tao Du.
Exactly. After that, Tao Du's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait. The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Are there any painter characters? I don't think so.
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful
Hi,
if
Velvet
they
Rubies.
could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yeah.
Oh, Albedo's a
And
painter.
in fact, their tale
Oh, congrats,
specifically
Velvet.
emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guiqiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
Right, the 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Tao Du. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
When she creates a shield, some swallow run around the shield. It's so cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, like the swallows on her head. I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Kimen divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of the Chenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan and kept art of the Kimen divination alive. Madame Lan, correct me if I'm wrong. You're from the house of the Kimen divination.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim. Although my personal knowledge
Oh,
of
I see
human
it. Her hair is
divination
reminiscent
very
of a
patchy.
swallow. The second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line and became known as the people of the Yunlai Angler. But as you get later in the quest, people are going to be like, oh, the Traveler and Paimon have been to this place before. I don't think you've actually been there because it was in a character story quest. Oh, okay. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, but which is a style I trained in. Both that style and its more ancient variant have their origins in Yunlai.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
Well, Paimon, that would be Wuwang Kid, also known as Old Man Wuwang. The story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Qi Huang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. The Wangsheng funeral parlors should be best acquainted with this story since their founders were said to have studied under the Wuong Kid. They were just ordinary people like you and me. But when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals. But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
One was Sage Hu, a master of gourd crafts, and the other was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two, but I would recommend you don't look into the mirror one, Paimon. It might shatter and some glass particles will get in your eyes. All we know is that they practiced the secret arts of Lian Shan, earning the title of the two sages of Lian Shan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the three beasts, well, one of them standing right before me. I just kid. Their retreat was Mount Taodu, since the three beasts of Taodu, you know, as their title suggests.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
Well, Paimon, you would be the expert in this situation.
Huh? All three of them?
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
What is it? Ningguang's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it, thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I, frankly, don't have voice actors, and it would be kind of a pain to have the player sit here and listen to silence for 5 minutes straight.
Aw, what?
You know what it's like. People not paying you, agencies trying to undermine you, AI be on the verge of destroying our entire global market. Yes, you should focus on everything like in the fair. It's more fun that way. Bye now. One second, Ganyu. What is it? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being. Well, what other option does she have?
What extent are these
It's
companies
not like she can drag
greed?
them away from their desks and force them
You
to
should
have
send this
fun
video as
against
your
their
audition
will.
tape. Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care. I hope you'll do the same. Wait, what did my mom say? It's not like she can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun.
I have something I need to do as well, so I should get to the Wangsheng funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
If someone stopped me mid-walking away just to tell me not to work too hard, I would be like...
Perfect. Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's not Hoyoverse specifically. There's studios that they work with, and the studios were being really weird, and it messed with basically Hoyoverse's like sort of, you know, development. Okay. Now this looks like games and stuff. which I don't mind doing, but I kind of just want to focus on the story
Parties
today.
are a must for the well-mannered.
We
If
are...
you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to.
Girl, I need to play as my main.
What are all these Mora for? They're huge and so shiny.
Lady Yuhong said
We
they're
are a little bit
fortune
strapped for
coins.
time
Go
because
on,
the event does
come
end on
around.
like
It'll bring
Sunday.
you good luck.
Are these?
But I do like the stories, and honestly, even though I have to voice act the whole thing, it's kind of camp. And I do think that there has... I don't really keep track of all of it, but I do think that there is
It's beautiful.
good news that
Nope.
that a
They're
lot of the
toys
stuff has
that
been
shoot
figured out.
Fireworks. New to this year's festival. You should try them.
So voice
Paimon.
acting should be back. I miss Noel. I miss Noel too. So in other words, Butler Ann, if that is your real name, you'd like to go without the drums.
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. And what about the paper? Effigies for burning. We can do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a
Hu
fan
Tao's
of
outfit is really cute.
ostentation.
In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top. You know, does that sound all right?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Hu.
Well, that's why I am the Diva of Death.
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the mourning tent in the procession? Did the family say what style they want? We can certainly keep them simple, but I would recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating why the phaun Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern.
Oh, you have to pay
but
for
he
it?
also said he
Oh.
has full
I like the
confidence in
glasses. I think that's why I
Wangshang
like
Funeral
it.
Parlor's judgment in this area.
I like to imagine when there's no voice acting, the character just sits there in silence.
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them
It's
for the
heavy.
show. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That could be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage? Should it be one like Nahida's?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Are you sure you don't want a flower carriage? They're all the rage.
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners. 4 items per set.
How you, boy Blake? Okay, the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 of those, and then we could do 2 clear passages again.
That will do nicely.
Well, looks like we had the ugliest funeral I've ever heard of. Coming right up.
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do one incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room. And we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Honey, they're dead. They're not going to see all this.
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, I mean, if y'all have an endless budget, the phaun Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he has reached a ripe old age, lived a virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidering a bats of longevity motif and a cranes of the deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director
No,
Hu,
honestly,
you
this
really
is kind of
understand your
cool. I never
clients.
really thought of it, but Hu Tao does. She's like the funeral director. You guys know on Flop Talk that one blonde lady who's a funeral director? That's giving Hu Tao. Of course, think nothing of it. Uh, Miss Bywin? Wait, somebody said the NPC in the back. Both of these NPCs.
Greetings, Director Hu. Lady Ningwang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. All right, I'll head over in 2 ticks, especially if I got delivered this message from someone with such a sickening bob. Butler Ann, my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to yap my ear off. And another time, maybe you could just send me an email?
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Fairy, can I leave you to follow up on the phaun funeral arrangements? I imagine you're going to need a very, very long notepad.
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Okay, bye, Diva. I'm gonna go to
The Hu
lunch.
family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
I like Hu Tao in this. She's like really pumping through with that cute new
I agree.
outfit.
She was born for the job.
I won't be buying it, but it's cute.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance
She's
to
like in
discuss
her little
payment with
boss
the director.
moment.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yeah?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh.
Shen
Any
Huz was
idea
pretty
when she'll
good.
be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
Lan Yun is really cute because she's like a very demure 4-star who just wants to meet all the 5
If you
stars.
prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on
I
her
love
plate than
Paimon.
realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Oh, Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao?
Yeah, Lan Yun looks like she would give me a random discount on my American Eagle jeans. I
It
damn
sounded
soul.
like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good.
Gemini.
Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone.
Fairy Lady sounds tired. Y'all know Hu Tao does not pay her well.
Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his
She thinks you're a
lordship
ghost
to
if
more
you talk to her at
comfortable bedroom,
night.
I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale.
Oh, she's been putting weird
The
figures
last
in
thing
people's
I want to do is
beds.
start suspecting anyone, but With
my
his
gosh.
lordship bedridden and master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry. Look at me rambling away.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion.
I hope the drag show is really fun, gynecologist. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate that.
I'll catch up.
Hi, Married. Hi, Tsukihime.
Dad, I brought some friends
Hi,
over.
Robbie.
I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad?
Over here, Xiangling.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi.
Oh no, Zhangling, I'm so sorry.
Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
That scent.
Hi, Thunderbolt.
This
Welcome
is
to the
so
chat.
Embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps
Oh my
he
goodness,
caught a
thank you so
cold
much,
on the way.
Thunderbolt. Welcome to the
Anyway,
chat. Thank
I was
you.
about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it, Yinger. Let's just take him to the doctor. I mean, Paimon, just don't tell her. We don't trust her.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Undyne says Lanyan is actually a really excitable mule employee and likes to place samples under people's beds while they sleep.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Don't, Lanyan. Do not come into her territory.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lanyen. That would be a huge help.
How is production of perfumes by Mio going in the fortress of Maripede?
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can
Anarelli, we played that at the beginning of the stream. Yeah. Born Again by Lisa.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on. Get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
If you try a Yinger perfume, would have made you a believer, would have showed you what it's like. Yes! No, I know you just got here, but I mean, like, I really like the song. Oh, God. Fun. Paimon, it's been a long time. Happy Lantern Rite. Thank you. Here's to hoping it will be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Xing Cho. It's all right. These are dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from them. You see, my great-grandfather, a few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he's slipped into a coma.
Oh no! Sorry to hear
Hi,
that.
Nyx.
That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just we're struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see us a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. Oh, this is Xing Cho's grandfather. So I went and to take a look, and inside his lordship's room, and there was definitely a strange chill in the air. But I'm confident Monica Ice wasn't around. Well, this is just a theory, but I think that it's fine. You can say. It's Fator of death, a sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
I made the joke too, and then he spoke about his great. No, Undyne, I felt so bad. When I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is a somber moment. Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it, but we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brothers already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Even the NPC doesn't have a voice? Much better.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey.
No, because I wanted to play
Resting properly
Baiju.
afterwards.
Baiju's the fun one because he's gay.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
I can play the snake.
Looks
Okay.
like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Pickle. Yinger says you helped bring me here. Thank you so much.
Eeying-R, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
I'll be real. Baiju is one of the characters that kind of convinced me to play Genshin. Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to his lordship's conditions. Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does this mystify Baiju, even though I've never witnessed such a malady, unless, of course, it was so long ago that I have since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous. But his lordship is so advanced in years already. That's terrible. So something is surreptitiously cutting years off of lives.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Was I born in the year of the snake? I was actually born in the year of the pig. Baiju even tried using the secret art of Timaeus on Timaeus earlier, but it was useless. This is the most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky.
For people who don't know, Baiju's whole concept is like he's a healer in the game and like in the universe. Like he plays as a healer, but he's like also a healer in the universe. But he is like, he has this curse, which is the snake. The snake is like basically took his life and like lives on him, and like he's intrinsically tied to it.
Oh, and speaking of Chingsa,
And he's gay.
has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Kinsei Village, you mean? Yes, we visit every year during the Lantern Rite to run a clinic.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa Village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Kinsei Village not too long ago. My father went with him. Just as we suspected. What? God's remains? Well, firstly, I read about this in this book I bought because you know I like to read a lot. But the book told of a hidden place in the mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Jus Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gate method, with which it suppressed countless evil spirits, and most revered of them being a god known as Tao Du. Oh, okay.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Qingce Village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
Xingqiu has the bob that Team Galactic thinks they have. That's right. The slightest trace of God's remains in Baiju, and I would surely have sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Qingce Village to investigate further
Qingce
after
Village.
Chi-Chi returns.
I call it Qingce
Hopefully, I will
Village.
have more answers after that.
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baiju.
Merely doing my duty. Don't worry about me.
Fawn Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I must return home. I'll come with you because everyone thinks that we're boyfriends. Okay. Oh, I love gay people. Bye, everyone. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he was already speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, all right? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around. Hey!
Okay. Okay. A meal together. Okay, yeah, sure. Somebody asked if Genshin's events are normally like chat heavy.
Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Du business. Oh, true. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us.
They are chat heavy. Genshin Impacts and Honkai Star Rail Hoyoverse games are very, very story intensive. They have great gameplay, and the Lantern Rite event is actually really famous because it's quite rewarding for players. You get a lot of stuff that you can use for your account, and there's a lot of really fun events and mini games. We're focusing on the story today, and honestly, they release the story in chunks, but they're all quite long. I would equate Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail to a video game that has a visual novel in it. Like an interactive visual novel in it. That's why I call these like streams like watch parties, because it really is like watching a movie.
The key here is consumer psychology.
So what he's saying, his great-great-grandpa isn't supportive of his boyfriend. He said his great-great-grandpa didn't even talk to him.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
The worlds that they build in these games are really, really vast, but there's also just as much content that's like this, that's like sort of side story stuff. Each of the characters too have their own like specific stories and everything. It's I don't know. I like it. Well, that's got to be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy by one finger. Honorary Knight, I can't thank you enough. Please, let us give you something for your efforts. I forgot that was his voice.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have
Oh,
fried
he's from
the
Mondstadt.
language part of his brain.
All right, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
Ah, yes.
It is
I
world
almost
building, it
forgot
is.
to mention, she said she went to catch up with Director Who. She told me to pass on the message.
I get that, Zachary.
Wait, so she left?
Hu Tao's been girl bossing all day. Yinger, I would like 3. Oh, what's this? Is the scent of spring under new management.
Perish the thought. Miss Ying I had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Ah, I see. Well, Miss Temporary New Whatever you are, could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds.
Hi, Darius.
I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Well, I run businesses. I'm employed. Are you?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh, a lady of culture, I see. Sorry for my rude behavior earlier. I just thought that you were just, I don't know.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait. I see it now. You're from the lawn village of Chen Yu Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your big ol' hairpiece on your head, Diva, is the Jade Plume Silverwing, one of the 3 immortals of Tao Du. I'm right. Right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture, but alas, I'm in a rush today, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope we meet again soon, Miss... whatever you are.
Huh?
Hu Tao was
Grandpa's
sizing
right.
her up.
Liyue Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Lan Yan is going to gag when she figures out that that was Hu Tao.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Thank you, Miss Singer. It was made by Mio.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Yinar, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the
Hi,
Wangsheng
Comet.
Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral
Thank you,
parlor
Comet.
uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
What is the story of Genshin in a few words? A blonde diva falls from the sky to find another diva. But what she finds instead is a big world with a big story.
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. Sorry, Miss Yinar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
What is that?
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again.
Would you believe it if I could never and yet but would she could I do? Well, I was just saying, like, I don't understand why she did it anyway in the first place. And like at the end of the day, it's not really a matter of if you would or wouldn't, because that's her issue. So that's just what I have to say about it.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect
This
the
is her way of
director would have let
advertising
me
her
know.
doll business.
I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
Oh, so this is a private affair.
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning. But recently, she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping?
Y'all know what happens with
Are we talking about
dreaming.
the
That girl
same
that's
Hu Tao
coming
here?
out.
That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh god, I bet
Oh,
Zhongli's
good
not voice
idea.
either, girl.
How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
Last I met Zhongli, he had sold his entire town under the river and told us that he did it because he thought it was cute. And then, like, I just left. I know who that is.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing!
I know who that is.
Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi.
I know who that is. A Mio model detected. Mio model detected. It's the pop diva of Liwei. That vibrato. Remarkable, Miss Yun. You have breathed fresh life into this old classic, and I dare say, surpassed the Gaga's cover. You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm just glad my voice held out. I'm a little out of practice after carrying Noelle for three arcs of this story.
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You were as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey Zhongli! Hey Yunjin! How's it going?
Her voice went out after the song. Wow, Faun and Paimon. What a lovely surprise. It's been too long, my old friends. Are you here for the opera?
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
It's okay. I could sing all day. I am a singer after all. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing, a few more minutes wouldn't do any harm.
Aw, thanks Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
But of course not. I'm guessing you're here for Zhongli then. How might be assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop.
I wanted
We're
to hear
trying
her sing
return it to
again.
her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
Oh, she got the Shauna disease. The director's a free spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere. Dude, the Liwei characters look insane. After doing Sumeru, Fontaine, and Natlin and coming back, the Liwei characters look crazy. Why does Zhongli look like a Roblox character? Y'all know those Roblox faces? With like the serious eyes? Why does his face look like that?
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is it something important? The things she left behind? mean,
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
yeah, Hu Tao looks
Oh,
good.
goodness. That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Pentad rattan. So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the phaun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Ari Grande, welcome to the chat. Madame Lan, you mean from Chenyu Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley.
Oh, I was wrong. She's using them for her luck siphoning business.
This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the phaun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe
What if the
all
doll is
that.
cursed to
You'd
steal
sooner
people's
convince
voices?
Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
The latter is certainly the more compelling story. Master Liu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors, and also failed to notice the Guyan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
Okay, stupid. This is the sign of Vasravana, one of the 4 main exorcism sigils. A most upstanding and auspicious sign, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, this ain't no voodoo doll at all, sis. A series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, dummy.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Lan going around trying to curse people to death.
I guess the rattan figure they found in his lordship's room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring him good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Lan also purposely left this behind to keep Tamea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently.
Zhongli
after
is
all.
such a yawn
We were
character.
just
I don't even
worried
know how
that
to,
losing
like,
this
voice
might
act
have
it.
ruined her plans. But that said, what did she
Y'all
need
remember
the
when
town
Zhongli
for
had me
anyway?
running around
I
with him
want
for like
some
10
cat
hours
cute
in this
that's keeping her
story?
so busy. Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised and even a little unsettled if she were truly as carefree as she appears. Hi, Froggy. I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a while now, and for all her eccentricities, she takes pride in what she does. As her friends, we should just be there for her and when she needs us.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I think Mr. Zhongli just means you should have faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
You two ought to be enjoying the festivities. The Lantern Rite only comes once a year, so get your Prima Gems. If you're still worried, take this. Is it a Prima Gem? Oh. It's more, A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts, so in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you.
Wow, Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a lantern right to remember.
Now, Paimon, you know this is fake pretend money for the festival. Y'all, you know he's broke.
Goodness gracious. Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
Wait, does he not know that Zhongli's isn't Zhongli Rex Lapis? So like Bitcoin? This is simply a curio I picked up from the street vendor. Almost certainly a replica, but I can introduce you to the vendor if you're interested. I just remember that Jessie J wrote Part of the USA on a plane ride during her first trip to
Just a
America.
souvenir then. I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
No one knows other than us. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, I'll take your Rex Lapis coin.
Anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
I don't know, Paimon. I don't know.
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is
Wiggle
still
Tums.
genuine. And if the symbol is
It
real,
took me a while to
so
catch
are
up,
its
but I
effects.
started from the beginning.
So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Who's that? Who's that? Very well. The walk will do me good. Besides, something smells. I'm leaving.
Head on, directly to the forehead.
By the way, I'll be performing at the Sanctification of Tao on the day of the Lantern Rite. That's the one I was practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you could come and support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the
Is
full
that
thing.
Tingyan?
We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao were.
You did not see that person up there. Oh, was that like an Easter egg? It looked like Amber. Well, for starters, the 3 Beasts of Tao are also known as the 3 Immortals of Tao. They were the lone butterfly of the crimson flame, the jade plumed of the silver wing, and the gold-eyed celadon mare. 3 auspicious beasts, all with the power to take on a human form.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the silverwing and celadon mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow, and the celadon mare was a horse, stupid. Legend holds that after purifying Tao, Silverwing and Windreader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. Have you ever heard of the moonlit bamboo forest? The story mentions a white horse that roamed the I keep saying Quince mountain range. A lot of people think she was the gold-eyed celadon mare.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 had remarkable powers, purifying a god of Tao's caliber was no mean feat. They had to resort to a secret art they called 7 and 8 Gates Array. Qingsa. The method involves obfuscating one of the gates so that the evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate that was chosen to be obfuscated, and so she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. That's where it feels like fate came into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, Some chance meetings ensured that future generations continued using her methods to guard the border between life and death. So although she herself appeared from the world, her mission is to protect Leeway. Leeway is still alive and well. Whoever said that we're going to bring all 32 Leeway characters to this event, 3 of which are voiced.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure. I haven't performed this opera in a long time, but I do love theater, and I do believe that in theater it's important to understand the text. Thanks, I appreciate it. See you around. Deo. Deo. Oh, hi, Zhangling. Daylight come.
Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xianglin, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that
Are we ever going to get to lunch? This whole Lantern Rite quest is about us trying to go to lunch.
Keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll
Oh, right, we did stop by the kitchen.
Table and force feed you my delicious cooking against your will. Here we are. I present to you Chef Zhangling's newest creation, drunken plums in snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous. Sounds like you have a tough life, hey, Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
Yeah, Paimon. Hang around with Zhangling. I want to know what happens when you decide to not change your diaper on the 3rd day. Zhangling, block me.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer. I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side.
That is my bestie. That is my bestie. Plus, all the bacteria in the kitchen, you know.
Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
I love that thing that she brought with the... That's really cute. That makes me want to like go to a picnic with that. The first stanza is complete. All right, let's do stanza 2. Wait a minute. Are y'all waiting for me to get up here? Deo. Deo.
Observe.
Daylight come and me one go home. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I love my fans. All right, everybody. I gotta go. Zhangling, that was a little chafy. Still gonna eat at your restaurant, but girl, please don't just say you're a better cook than me. Standing ovation. Them cheering at the empty stage really gags me.
Oh, yay! Okay.
Kachina really is like... Kachina is Noelle's niece. Kachina is like one of the only good things. Okay, the Geo characters were really good additions to Genshin Impact. I wanted to say it, but like I was like, oh, I don't want to say it, but I wanted to say it. Check my mail. Yes. I love not playing a Hoyoverse game and coming back and getting Primo Gems, honey. Yes, God.
It's been
Okay.
2 whole days. Surely Hu Tao must have finished her work by now. Let's go to the
Now,
funeral
Paimon,
parlor and check.
who tells like me when I'm working on like a really big content project. I'll just be working and working and working.
Hey there, it's us again.
I feel like Kachina is foreshadowing Noelle on how to be a mule model. Um, is shadowing Noelle, not foreshadowing. She finally came around to the job opportunity. Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Katrina, she doesn't really want a lot of publicity, and I understand it. She wants to really work on her craft before she does a big debut, but she has been shadowing Noelle.
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Girl, have you been standing out here for 2 days?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Hey, hey. I spy Fawn and Paimon. Man, how long has it been? Happy Lantern Rite, girls.
Oh, hey, Gaming.
Happy Lantern Rite, Diva.
So, what brings you here?
What did Zhongling put in those dumplings? You know what? Like, if you're actually asking me, it was probably like something spicy, pork or beef. And I know they were good too. Ooh, I know they were good too. I know Zhongling can make a spicy dumpling. I gotta make a delivery to Chen Yu Vale, girl. It works out nicely because my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays. And la, 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 la. Anyway, so 2 birds with 1 stone, you know.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng funeral parlor to
Lucky
Chen
Auntie's
Yu
pet
Vale?
snacks.
Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning the fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Xingqiu a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Oh, you scared me for a second. I thought we'd sprung a leak, and on the job, we were specifically told to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you found out from another source, so we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything going to be loaded up? If so, I'll do a quick inventory count, and I'll just be on my way.
The goods are ready for inspection.
Gaming
This
really
way,
is
please.
like one of the best characters to be added to this game. Like he slid right in, and he added himself to the cast, and like he's just so cute and charming.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, the Baiju part is news to me. Anyway, the master from the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that they just wanted to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping for the best and planning for the worst. Don't worry though, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Comment. I like Dia. Before you run off like on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu's already back home in Chen Yu Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Date them energy. All right, well, I'd better get moving. Next time, we're going for some dim sum.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about
Should
to
probably
go
put
looking
pyro
for you.
slimes in it too. A most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with. No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Oh no, is she not voice acted too?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with...
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it
The
into a
Rattan dolls are
vacation.
taking everyone's voices.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There's also a rule in the notebook which says, not finding herbs, okay. Getting home late, not okay. But she's now over a day late. So it's like double not okay.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never, hence our concern that something has happened to her. So we posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday, but based on your account, nobody really does dailies anymore.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already, saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted, Diva. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely. Wulong Hill, in the Chingsa mountain range.
Chingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there.
Baiju is really that girl, like the hottest girl in the neighborhood, and everybody knows it.
I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
All right, we're on the case. Where is Chi-Chi? Can y'all believe that Baiju was in the game since launch but not playable until like year 3.5? I can. Knowing this game, I actually can. You said he was the prettiest Dendro character yesterday and people at your neck. One thing I learned about Genshin Impact, keep your opinions to yourself.
Someone needs assistance.
Girl. I was really walking on thin ice coming after Miss Baduki for the longest time.
Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Okay. Meal models, it's time. It's time for us to unrest ourselves. Beginning assault.
May I present?
Oh.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Charge!
Time to clean up.
Ultra Claymore attack. Let's sweep it up. Oh, I missed doing my little rotation.
One of Lan Yan's rattan figures.
I heard Baduki was summoned high breath.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting! The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wulong Hill was haunted. Hootown knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too. One second. Oh, okay. Here, Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost. All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough.
We'll always have a nexus to the Gen 4 GPO through Baduki in this game. Our universe runs deep, girl. I can't hear anything with the lack of voice acting, Paimon, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Ghost incoming!
Hold up, it's me.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kind of was, just not by ghosts apparently.
Why'd they add all these characters in the game if... That's right. I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers. No, she's not country. But it just looks like you're not so easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. I found an herb gatherer's basket partway through the mountain, possibly belonging to Chimchi. I wanted to say kimchi. Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
What makes you so sure?
Maybe playing a different language. The other languages are fully voice acted. Well, I like the English for the stream. I actually prefer like I think the Japanese is the most camp for this game, but I always play it in English. Because I know some people listen in the background. I really don't mind reading, and I think it's kind of fun. I think it's fun to see if I can read through the whole thing. Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe. But beyond this point, I can't be sure. No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Chingsa village. Wait. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from unknown illnesses.
Raju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chingsa village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Chingsa village itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they've been borne the brunt of it.
The plot thickens. Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. I have a new single I want you to hear. It's by Infinity Nikki.
What? Why?
Well, it's a good song, honey. It goes, come into this life.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sing the song. I'm just kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Who, and everything I've suggested suggests that Let's go to Ningguang. I love what's funny is like on Lantern Rite, where they have like literally nobody voice acting, they have some of the most wildest characters. Like, why is Yelan involved in this story? I can understand like leeway characters being like adjacently involved, but they could have just wrote her out. They could have just wrote her out. Did you voice act it too, comment? It's fun. Aside from Mio, Yelan is the fiercest Bob in this game, and I won't be hearing any different opinions. She has like 3 different bangs on her head, which is so iconic. She is a leeway character. She got to get her screen time once every 2 years. They want everyone's fave to show up. I would hate it if Dia didn't randomly show up in a Sumeru event. Okay, I got you. I want Noelle to show up. Is Noelle in this one? They should put Noelle in every Lantern Rite. Oh, this game is so pretty. Come into this life. To the gift envelope minigame. Is Noelle in it? The last time Goro was in an event, they put him in drag, which is hilarious. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that. I'm gonna do the events off stream because I do want the rewards, but I'm trying to get the story done for the posterity. I'm gonna make a joke. I'm gonna say the title of this will be Girlypop Rite 2025, fully voice acted, fully English voice acted, or I voice acted Genshin Impact. I voice acted Genshin Impact for 3 hours. That's the name of this video. Why am I running? Y'all saw I got into diddly dally state. I gotta stay focused, gotta stay focused, gotta stay focused.
Oh dear. Everyone's laundry is still on the line. May I be excused to fetch it in?
Okay. In the past, I would have said no way. I mean, I'd be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home after the festival this year. That all goes without saying, unlike what I hope you're going to say next. You sure have a way with words. The Gate of Fright, Guyan Stone Forest, yeah? I'll handle it. I know I could count on you. Save the compliments. Just make sure you pay me. A deal is a deal. No, please. Firstly, no one can rob the Tian Quan. Not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Saves me a trip to the market, right? Girl, these lesbians. They don't even make those two they don't even like joke around with it. They don't make it coy at all. Oh hey, Paimon and Phaun.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Ah, little Paimon. Still stinky as ever.
What?
Got a dash. Oh yeah, Happy Lantern Rite. Yalan clearly knows me well. She's brought you two here without me needing to say a word. Beto never passes on an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. Not exactly wrong, though, is she? Phaun and Paimon have actually been here before. There before.
Where? Where's there?
It gets really confusing voice acting two different characters when they're both femme divas, because I just do the same voice. Hi, Pookie. I know you're looking for someone. I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll be right to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi Chi, and Miss Lan are currently standing inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! When did you find out about the border?
Come on, everyone knows of the border.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
The time is limited, so I can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly of Chingsa. A couple weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and sure enough found an ominous presence in the Wuwang Hill. Then 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was ready to go into the border and investigate the situation in full. We had agreed to meet yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yalan to investigate further.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
This is the place you're supposed to have been to that you probably haven't been to. Oh, this is kind of giving mysterious coma incidents with people falling into comas for some reason. Now that you two know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you your best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we
We'll
went
just
to the
pretend we've been
border,
here.
Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
You can seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wang Shu Inn.
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Okay, let's go. I voice acted enough, girl. Bye. If I'd gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet, Yelan. I'm afraid I have another mission for you. I figured. The gate array. We've now found the locations of the gates of life, concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kaching and Gun Yu are handling the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Beto has agreed to take the Crux fleet to guard the gate of fright. That leaves the gate of injury. I've racked my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for this than you. Ulta? Oh, I got an email from Ulta. I haven't ordered from Ulta in like a year. As for the remaining gates, we're working to calculate their positions based on what we know of the array so far. It shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Who, she said that if worse comes to worse, activating the 7 and 8 gates array may be our only option. I forgot that Ningguang is a 4-star. This is what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time. The charming thing about Genshin is like you can tell the developers were very there were some experimental things that they did in the construction of like their sort of formula with Genshin, like Ningguang being a 4-star, you know. If Ningguang was in Honkai, she would be a 5-star and she'd be like overpowered. Normally you can clock when someone's a 4 or 5-star these days in a Hoyoverse game, but Ningguang is kind of like a sort of one of a kind sort of character in that.
Xiao, you're already here!
Yulan's bob, did she cut that herself? Thinking. It's you two. Where's Yulan? Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
The border between life and death is a treacherous place at the best of times, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You will face great peril at every step of the way.
Exactly! But
please give me a voice character, I need a break. Oh my god, okay. Please, go back and tell them to send Yulan instead.
What? Are we not good enough?
I would feel more comfortable sending Yulan. She's privy to the secret art practiced by her clan, plus she has extensive experience in battle. If anything was to happen to the iconic, legendary blonde phaun.
Oh, so you're just worried for her safety. Wait, but she has extensive experience in
Yukong is a
battle
4-star?
too.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Come on, think of something.
We promised Zhongli that we would go, and I kind of want to go.
Huh? What do you... Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis
All
on
of,
it. See?
Pickled, I love that you just bring up, all of Zhao's dialogue is the same if you have the male traveler.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Your attempts to mislead me are futile. That coin is clearly counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rax Lapis and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
Zhao, be real. What's worrying you? Is it because I'm pretty? I fear bad karma will carry. I carry would only disturb the border further.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
Wasn't Genshin the game where we were like underground? Oh my god, we were like underground with Yelan for like so long, and then at the end we were like on an elevator going up. I don't know why I started thinking about that.
Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue
The
how to handle
chasm.
this situation.
This game is so camp.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao.
Very well. Then hold tight.
was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No, balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangsheng funeral parlor's domain. I'm not familiar with their craft. But since the border has been disrupted, Vitor is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is. That will be your entrance, Diva. Evil conquering!
That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
With my Adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the abnormal. Whether it's Vitor or not, we shall see soon enough. Okay. Zhao, yes. Evil conquering. What is this squirrel doing? There's so many characters in the game that sometimes I don't remember what they sound like, so I'm really just like guessing based off of vibes. And then there's so many divas in Leeway that they all just sound the same in my head. Faun, you don't have to watch it on stream because I know you're trying to get stuff done, but did you see the quick little edit I made and posted the clip from yesterday? I was going to try to do a hookcore clip, but I realized that it was going to be difficult, so I did something completely different. me making videos. What am I looking for? Find the source of the... Oh, okay. Do I have to use my thing? Is that it? I didn't see it, no. I can try to find it in the next cutscene, though. I'm supposed to attack the ball.
Monsters!
Okay. I always try to use the elemental sight when I'm not supposed to use it, and then I forget to use it when I'm supposed to use it. Fix it, Hoyo. Zhao is really fun to play. It's too bad that I'm only obsessed with playing a Mondstadt character that came out on the first day. I did see the Monica Ice art, yeah. Y'all, what am I doing wrong?
Worthless.
I guess I'm supposed to go a little bit further? I don't want to leave this. That's a random event. I'm not supposed to be there. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. Okay. This is the place.
Looks like it was Fetter you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you, or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Lean your head in for a second. Kavirudakara.
Huh? What did you do?
I placed the witness sigil on your forehead so I can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the Fetor. There's no knowing what things are like in there, but hopefully this will help. With my spell Abracadabra Amor Unana, I will open the passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Be extremely careful. Hold on. I'm gonna play my soundboard. Y'all probably will hear this. The loaded tots give me a break. Pickles, you know what they do eat up though? That like slop of chicken they do. The slop of chicken. The slop of chicken. Okay, sorry. We're back to it. Current party is lower than recommended. I don't believe that. The slop of chicken, girl. The slop of chicken is good, though. I like the slop of chicken.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
There ain't no floors. I love a little dungeon moment. Oh, Zhao's ability is T. I was like, Hi, Boy Bloom.
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
A chest.
Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
Abracadabra, amor unana, abracadabra. Morta ugaga. Geo Archon clears per usual. Hi, Pidgey.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge
This is so
disaster here.
pretty.
It seems just as serene as last time.
Zhao sight.
Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Abracadabra. Can I go there?
Hey, that's one of Madame Wan's rattan figures. It just ran
It's
away.
one of the voodoo
Let's go
dolls.
after it.
Where'd it go? Ooh, I see it. I see it. Oh, I can walk down here. Okay. Girl.
The rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen?
Fetter.
Let's see if there are any more.
I said Fator, didn't I? I said something stupid. Doing voice acting in Hoyoverse games makes me feel a little bit dumb.
Steady as
You're
stone.
currently out of state. I hope you're having fun. I'm going out of state next week. Abracadabra, abra unana. Stop making me use the ability. You know I can't handle this many things at once. Video game. These little dolls. Wait. Wait.
Why would Madame
Taking care of
Wan
my
leave her
sister's
rattan
baby?
figures here?
Oh, purr.
It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
I love Noelle too, Gold Frap. She's casting Abracadabra, but from by Lady Gaga. Pay the toll to the angels, drawing circles in the clouds. Keep your eyes in the distance when the devil comes around. Hold me in your arms tonight. As we dance under dark moonlight. Save me from this empty fight in the game of life. Like a poem read by a lady in red. There's something in that song. There's something in that song that just makes you want to get up and bust a move. This is so pretty. Genshin Impact is so cute and pretty. Look at that, like so pretty. Speaking of babies, I went with my sister and nephew to do breakfast this morning and I gave him my old Eevee piggy bank and he was wearing his Pikachu outfit. It was so cute. That is so sweet.
Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? Get ready to jump again.
Right, okay, I remember. I don't remember. I get what you guys are saying now because Paimon keeps being like, we've been here before. I'm like, I've been to places that look similar, but this doesn't look anything like it. But this is the area that I was supposed to go to, but you know, me being a player who started playing all these games 5 years late, I went straight to the end. Hi, Zell. How are you today? Vanessa, yes. I'm Abracadabra Jet Black. Mayhem. We're in Mayhem era, Vanessa. We're in Mayhem era. I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You've already absorbed too much Phaetor. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not
Got a new
feeling
PC?
sleepy. You're the most awake
Is it like a
person
gaming
in the
PC?
whole world.
Congrats.
Even if everyone
Have
else
fun.
falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Whole world asleep. Chi-Chi awake. That was impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
You got the pre-order of Gaga's album autographed? I would cry. I would cry. I would cry. I would cry. Thank you, Vanessa. Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream is going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun. Chi-Chi wipes her brow. Picking herbs. Chi-Chi. She finds a temple on a hill and then goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao. Hu Tao. She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground. By Rex Lapis, she'll never be found. Don't bury me, help me, please. Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright. Oh, not Binkor.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
Yeah, Chi-Chi doesn't normally get like love. This situation probably. I honestly, having these characters, I bet the actors have bonded a lot with them. And like this is like really like we haven't seen Hu Tao and Chi-Chi like or any Leeway characters really like having a fun time in a minute. I guess we get it for like Lantern, right? But this is actually a really like charming story. The monsters, you mean? Monsters.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Hotel, Madame Ron, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? So it was you guys. Fun. Paimon.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. The Tian Quan sent you. I knew she'd act.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come
Let's
out.
go.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
You found them? Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. Oh, I'll open the passage now. Oh, that was Zhao being like, oh, you found them. Okay, I was like, what are they talking about? Mo- monsters.
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral. Courtesy of me, the funeral director.
Hurry, we gotta fend them off.
Okay. Wait, I want to see this new girl stuff. I want to see this new girl stuff.
Up and away. Dancing in the wind.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Surprise. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
I like her. No, this is literally like Dancer in 14. For people who don't know, I play Final Fantasy 14. I'm currently maining a Dancer. Like, that's cool. She's a shielder though, right? After you use her skill, use a normal attack and she'll lunge back. Oh, I didn't get to... She did... I saw like the lunge back, like, or at least like the bounce back. It looked really cool. That's cool. I love, y'all know me. I love a 4-star.
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
Excuse me,
Glad
sir,
you made it out.
but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everything okay? We're all right, but Chi-Chi absorbed a little bit too much Phator. I was packing herbs. Then I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole. But instead, I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around.
I'm gonna
to
keep
tell
saying
the tale.
Phator. Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return to Yujing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right? Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
There's something special about Chi-Chi, meanwhile she's a whole zombie. I know I've said this before, but for my new girls who haven't heard this conversation, I've been really into ice water lately because I've been liking it to melt and to drink the melted ice. There's just something about the water when it's like really, really close to freezing temperature, like when it's melted off the ice and it's still like retaining a little bit of that freezing temperature. It's like, I don't know, I like it. Something about it shifts and changes. The fade away. It is. It's like Chris.
We got everyone back safely.
Impressive work. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here
You don't
at
get a brain
Yujing
freeze?
Terrace, but you seem
Actually,
as
I
calm as
don't.
ever.
That's actually interesting. I haven't had a brain freeze in a long time. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tingwan. I promise I'm not usually late for appointments, let alone by a whole day. I hope you can understand. No apologies necessary, Director Hu. It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would be this bad. I'd like to know too how bad it is, how dangerous is the situation we face, and how does it compare to the previous cases. Way worse, like way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget, the border isn't part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that's gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while, sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every other decade or so. And of course, that is the responsibility of the Wangxing funeral parlor. In the past, though, the worst it got was a few small Phaetor leaks. That's an easy fix with our secret art. It burns all away with no problem. But this time, this is different. Inside the border, it's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what this might what causes this? No, not so far. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same.
That is a little bit
Border
similar.
anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Yes. I've heard a little bit about that crisis there, but most people just kind of stopped playing the game when that one came out, so anyway. But as far as I understand from the Minsley videos, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary between life and death. Yep. It's a demarcation line, life on side, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death, just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
You're just thinking about Natlan, right? I'm sorry, the PTSD. It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the Phaetor won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Lady Tianquan, any progress in the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we've deduced the locations of 4 of the gates, and we should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already? You don't mess around, Eva. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. The one we talked about 3 times already.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
No, not a whole new border. It's just the parts that's giving us grief. Which is just, well, reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. The 8 gates refers to 8 keynodes and leeways, ley lines: life, death, repose, concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's energy.
And the 7?
It's the requirement for activating the array. The Array Master will select one gate of the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves. Reading the lore drops is like actually really hard because like my brain is absorbing where the sentence is going while I'm also trying to deliver the information.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again. Taking the banished...
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry. That's the traditional interpretation, but people do things differently. Let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what we have to deal with. If you ask me, as long as the array can withstand a huge blast of Phaetor, they'll be just fine. My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everybody here, unless anyone wants to dispute that. Hi, Saffron! No one? Okay, good. Looks like we're all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as Tianquan has found the remaining 4 gates. Director who? Something to add? No, there's just something else I'd like to talk to you about, but it might not be the place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Okay, what is it? Do you believe that today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wu Wang Hill disaster from about a decade ago?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wu Wang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
If you think about it, this is literally what happened in Natlan, but it's simplified. They have 7 adept, while Natlan has the heroes that help Mavuka, and Mavuka wanted to sacrifice herself too for what was happening. It's kind of cool how they made the story so similar, but with different circumstances. I get that, Christian. No, that makes sense. I was kind of seeing it like with the sort of like spirits overflowing in a way, like from the abyss, from the death world kind of thing. There was not enough space. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You actually put it together way better than my brain did. I don't think these two events are related. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Let's meet here again in 2 days. All right.
Sounds good. If we're all done...
Wait, Lanyan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family.
The Lancers are
first.
so pretty in the
I want
background.
to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, girl. Let's go to the Adventurers Guild. Sorry my ice is clanking. Or rather, I'm not. I acknowledge my ice is clanking. But y'all know me, I like my ice water.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah. Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Chiman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Chiman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And
You can set
yes,
off lanterns
Windreader
yourself.
is
That's
listed as
cute.
one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off
We have
from
seen the
main
teaser,
family
Saffron.
line
I'm really
long
excited
ago.
too.
By my grandpa's generation, the only Chiman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity,
Oh, the
everyone's
Granny. I know
reading
where
is
she's at.
suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright. Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix
Being
it.
an American and hearing border crisis like really triggers me.
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently, every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know. Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm.
Oh, they're nice. They're nice voodoo dolls.
I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time.
Lanyan, I thought that you were putting
I
voodoo
guess
dolls
it was
around to
meant to
curse
be.
people.
You're more than welcome to keep it if you like. When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. so I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sent something similar around to Maus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wulong Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through.
Yeah, she could do a collaboration with Matoya. Matoya can do a reading, and she can give them like a little doll that'll like hold the blessings in it.
When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place.
Bye, Ineko.
Which
Have
I
fun.
soon discovered
Thank you for hanging out.
was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She lit some incense and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in.
I'm eating Mademoiselle
trapping
Crabaletta.
us
How'd you know?
inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal. Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on.
She could give one of the dolls to
Didn't you
Monica
use
Ice to
some
put it in her
kind of
home.
illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman arts since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Wait, is Lanyan Ineko's cousin? Because she was just talking about her cousin.
Wow, good guess.
It's
Yes.
Ineko's
I
cousin.
want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wulong Hill from a decade ago?
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Simon, we're still going for about another hour.
I just heard that there
Hi.
was a flood. But given everything that's going on,
I'm doing well,
I
thank
think
you.
It
I hope you are
likely had
too.
to do with the border as well.
Yeah, I
would
think it
at
has
least
something to do with it.
I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hutao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What is she? Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to clock that. Oh yeah, her sleeves do look like a little bit metal. It's like an extension of her weapon. I do like her outfit. They give the 5 stars like really like high glam, like All Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars looks, but she looks really cute, and I really like her hair. Hi, Rai. She is a little bit still type trainer coded, you're right.
Hotel!
Phaun, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're already missing me?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm not showing you. Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore, so keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Alright, I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Huh? Wait, are they?
Yep, my dad and grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa. There was a border incident in Wuwang Hill about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of Oma to burn away the Fator, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it. He died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep. His mistake didn't just cost him his own life. It took most of the village out, left lasting changes on Wuwang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout. But that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years on him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be the one thing it would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was and still is the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangsheng arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating Fator all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director. Every director has burned away all of their belongings when they passed on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind, but my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including his meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all this shows he was unable to let go. And the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during the ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus, and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time. But as funeral directors, it's one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Yeah, she's very traumatized. Like Grandpa always said, we should all live in life and die in death. That's the whole basics of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's existence. This is sad. Also, this is the first time Hu Tao has ever been vulnerable with us. I so wish this was voiced. Right, I would have loved to see the choices the voice actor and director made. Not that you aren't doing a great job. Thank you. But I agree. This is really important development for Hu Tao. It's actually really interesting, her dedication to her family's arts. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, she plays a very vital role in Leeway and the magics of it. But this intense dedication, this is really intense dedication, and hearing her say this is really
don't need to be so hard on him.
Says a lot about her character.
Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, stupid. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken. Because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm going to keep talking trash about him all I want. And on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living life my way. Anyway, so that's the brief history of Wuwang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Hu Tao's I like Hu Tao. Um, Answering your question seems like the least I can
Alright,
do.
in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on that stuff, okay? There's still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and stuff. Like, go have fun, girl. I'll see you at the terrace in 2 days, okay? Okay, we're about to do the last one. I think I'm doing good. I'm doing good, right? Oh my goodness, Kitty, I'm so excited. Paimon is nosy, but she sometimes asks the questions that we all want to we want the answer to. If Paimon existed in the real world, she would be with Lady Gaga investigating what happened on January 6th. They would be looking for answers together. That is an iconic woman. Lady Gaga is one of the most iconic people to walk this earth. Like, I hope she knows that.
Let's head to Eugene Terrace. Whoa, everyone's here already.
Hey, Paimon. Did you have a good rest?
Yep, pretty good, thanks.
Since we last met, we've seen an uptick in patient numbers in Liyue Harbor.
Also, my cousin wrote back to me. She mentioned that people have started to get sick in Yilong Wharf as well.
Oh no, it's spread to Yilong Wharf now?
I choose to believe that she does. But as long as we solve the core problem, the phator in people's bodies will dissipate. And the good news is that thanks to Miss Girl here, we now have the locations of all 8 gates.
Woohoo! So what's the plan?
Well, tonight we're going to deploy the array and set up the home altar at each of the gates. This will enable the funeral parlor's secret arts to incinerate the phator. Since the gates are interconnected via the ley lines, the secret art will be amplified to all of Liyue. Not a single wisp of phator will escape its grasp. We're gonna gag it, girl. You needn't worry. They're all accounted for. Actually, we already knew the locations of the first 4 2 days ago. Inako wrote back to Lanyan. Kachinga's already set out the Gate of Life in Yilong Wharf, Ganyu, the Gate of Concealment. Beidou is covering the Gate of Fright. Oh, girl, we talked about this. As of last night, we confirmed the locations of the remaining 4 gates. The 5th gate is the Gate of Terrain in Dihua Marsh, which the Conqueror of Demons has pledged to defend. The 6th gate of Repose is in Qingsa Village. The 7th gate of Initiation, Liyue Harbor.
What about the final gate?
Last but not least, the Gate of Death at Wuwang Hill, which, let's be honest, Director Who is written all over it.
Wait, so you've assigned all the gates already?
Sorry you got here late. You're trying to steal my job? Hands off.
But the Gate of Death sounds so dangerous, and you only just got back from the border.
You're right, that's the most dangerous gate, which is exactly why it needs an expert on life and death like me. If you have a gate to take, go steal... If you want a gate to take, go steal, Miss Girl here. I appreciate your eagerness to help, and as it happens, Miss Lan Yan and I do have a matter we'd like to discuss with you.
That's right. But let's discuss it once Director Who's done with you.
Sorry, I went ahead and told them I'd be stealing you for a little while. I haven't had much time to enjoy myself this lantern rite, and come this evening, I have to leave the city again, which means I'll miss out on all the lanterns. So I want this little downtime. I have to go out and get some fortune coins with my friends. Then we can at least say I did the lantern rite this year. Right? Like, you're so fun to hang out with, please. Okay.
Oh, so you were waiting for us all this time?
Since time is tight, I already asked to pass along my fortune coins to all the people handling the gates. They are making it seem like she's gonna die, right? Could y'all imagine all the jokes that people make about Genshin Impact and how characters never die in this game? Like main characters never die, like playable characters never die, and then they use the Lantern Rite to kill off a character that everyone likes. That would be so sick and twisted if they did that. I would live. That would be so camp. They're like, happy Lantern Rite. Hu Tao's dead. Like, I say, Hoyoverse, y'all need to start going crazy with the narrative. Start writing in the most craziest things. Oh, they already do. Hu Tao, fun. Paimon.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here at this hour.
We were just about to set out for King Jingsa village. I guess we caught you just in time then. We're here to deliver some fortune coins.
You're in unusually good spirits, Director Hu. Even pesky Baiju gets a fortune coin today?
Of course. There's enough for everyone. Here's one for you, gay man.
It's the sun symbol.
You're absolutely right. So I'm afraid I won't be wishing success in your medical immortality-seeking endeavors. Oh, that's right. He's like immortal because of the snake curse. Right. The sun symbol symbolizes peace and harmony in the world. My wish is that all shall be cured of their ailments before arriving at your door, so you'll be spared the sight of pain and suffering. I see, Director Who's hoping that you go out of business, Baisu. Girl, I love you. Ooh, a cross symbol. The cross symbol represents growth, prosperity, and balance between heaven and earth. May you soon regain all power and memories you possessed in your prime. That's very thoughtful of you, Director. I assume you brought something for Chi-Chi. For me? The peace symbol. It symbolizes safe passage. In other words, stay away from the dangerous place next time you go herb gathering. What's the point of making it seem like she's going to die when she's obviously not, because Hoyo's too scared to do that? Cappy, who knows? They love to be like, will we? Ooh, I don't know. They do this a lot. Maybe the threat, the threat of immortality can help us to develop the character, you know?
Aw, it's nice to see that Chi-Chi's recovering well from all that fetter at the border.
Lilia, I have been voice acting down today. I am a zombie. Zombies can't get sick.
In fact, Chi-Chi insisted on joining me at the gate tonight. She's determined to help eradicate the fetter.
Bad fetter. I don't like it. I can't make people sick. It can make people sick, and then Baiju has to heal them. It can also make people die, and then they have to get buried by Hu Tao. Too much trouble. Don't worry, Chi-Chi. Tonight we'll solve the problem once and for all. All right, everyone. We won't overstay our welcome.
One moment, Director Hu.
What? What are you doing? What are you doing? So the secret art works even when there's no illness present. Seems like a sizable step forward for Baiju's research.
Tonight, you will stand guard over the Gate of Death, the most ominous gate of them all. It may not help much, but I transferred a little extra life force to you. May it help you stay alert and focused during the proceedings.
Hopefully not a detriment to your own health, though.
You needn't worry about that. As your archenemy, why would I undermine myself to help my opponent?
Okay. This time I'm really leaving. Bye.
Where to next?
We're about to see all the characters. I'm gonna have to voice all of them. I need to play as Noelle, girl. I keep forgetting to switch. He cleansed all of the MLO buildup on her spirit. Oh, Yunjin, aka Miss Yun, aka Director Yun. Huh? Who tell? What brings you here? Oh, and Fawn and Paimon too. Is this about the other day? I swear I didn't say anything bad about you. They were just trying to find out where you'd gone. No, it's not about that. Just saying hi. Oh, okay.
Also, she brought some fortune coins for you.
Here, take a look. What are these? They're fortune coins. Girlypop, one for you and one for Jinyan. You're the top performing artist in all of Liyue Harbor, and I wish success beyond measure. Could you pass Jinyan's coin for me? I haven't been able to find her. Thanks, Hu Tao. I really appreciate the coin, but how come you can't just give it to her yourself? I'd love to, but unfortunately I'm booked and busy. Oh, how come? Something else? Just a little thing I have to do for work. Alright, I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs announced that they'll be reviving an ancient ceremony tonight. Something about lighting a flame and dispelling the fog. Your little work thing wouldn't have anything to do with that, would it? He abracadabraed her to protect her. We have met Lanyan. Yeah, she's really pretty. Everyone is saying that she's like a steel flying type trainer if she's a Pokemon trainer. Yeah, I'm gonna back her up. I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, since you can't make it tonight, how about I sing the Sanctification of Tao Do for you right now? Ooh. Okay. A private show. Okay.
What are you talking about? Is this supposed to be a riddle?
The opera version of the Hillitune, we made a bet and agreed that whoever lost had to sing lyrics chosen by the winner in their own style. The result was Yunjin's spectacular operatic performance of the Hillitune. Uh-oh, not the... Genshin's music is really good. I just want to hear it again, please. All right, I'll sing it for you after the show. How about that? No, I want to hear it now. Why? Don't play dumb. You know why. You are unbelievable. All right, I'll sing, but please do not laugh at me.
Yay! Operatic Hilly!
Is she actually going to sing it? Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy Hilly churl. Bravo, bravissimo. Why? I wish that the voice actors, I wish that they had voice actors, because this is like such a charming story. I must look ridiculous. Thanks for indulging me, Yunjin. You're a star. We should head off now. Hu Tao, be honest. You guys aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Of course not. Put that right out of your head. Alright. Then whenever you're done with your work, whether it's tomorrow or the day after or wherever, come find me again and I'll sing the Sanctification of Tao Do for you. Huh? Let me rephrase. Hu Tao, Fawn, promise you'll come and see me perform someday soon.
Where should we go next?
A Star is Born. Artin the Fashion. Hi. How are you?
I'll catch up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa! You got a new outfit too? You look amazing, Xiangling.
Oh my god, Zhongling's outfit is so cute. Oh, you think? Then what does it say about my taste? Hint, hint.
Yeah. Director who has the most exquisite taste in the world.
I love that
etc.
hat. A thank you gift, technically. I sought out that fashion designer, Agora Mio.
Her work is incredible, especially this Globa hat. It's just as cute as the real Globa. It's great seeing both of you
That
together
was
dressed
cute.
in your new outfits. You almost look like sisters.
That's a given. Also, Zhongling, I got you a little something else too. It's a fortune coin. This career coin is for you. May you go from strength to strength, and may the Wanmin restaurant get so many customers that it needs to be rebuilt 10 times bigger.
I don't know, Hu Tao. You're kind of asking a lot of me there.
When do you think we'll get the voice actors back? You're an extraordinary talent, but like I heard that I heard that things are looking up. I think that people are finding new studios. I don't know if they're retroactively add the voices back, but hopefully they do. Wait, I'm not done. I got 2 more coins. A family coin, one for Xinqiu, and a spirit and vigor coin for Chongyun. I believe they've already left for Chen Yuvale, so could you pass them when they get back?
Why get me involved? Can't you just give these to them yourself?
Because I've got work tonight, girl.
Fair enough. Wait, does that mean you're involved in tonight's ceremony thing? I heard the announcement from the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
That's the one. As soon as the ceremony is complete, Xinqiu's great-grandfather will start to recover, and Miss Yinger's boyfriend will be right as rain.
Wow, sounds amazing! So, is this what's been keeping you busy these past
Oh,
few
right,
days?
the event is limited.
No wonder we still haven't had that meal together. I bet you barely had a moment to breathe. Once the ceremony's over, come for food with us, okay?
The voice acting is a major part of the game, so I'm sure that they're really trying to get this fixed as soon as
Promise
possible.
you won't stand us up this time?
I promise. I won't. Yeah.
Okay, I can get behind that. If you're a no-show, I'm sending the Traveler to track you down and drag you back to the dinner table kicking and screaming.
I want to know what the Hilly tune, the operatic Hilly tune sounds like for real, too. See you later, Zhongling.
All right, we've been to 3 places already. Is there anyone else you want to
You'll wear the beanie for satin line. That's like that's actually
Whoa, you got some for us too?
that beanie's really cute. They could sell that. They could sell that. Maybe that's why the back of my head always feels the most damage, because I'm always wearing beanies. But my hair, you know, it loses moisture really quickly. You're surprised they didn't buy out all the contracts? Yeah, who knows? Business is weird, and you know, capitalists tend to care about the bottom line. So I bet they were like, "Can we get away with it?" Which I guess they did. Give me a second.
What does this symbol mean?
It's a treasure symbol. My wish for you is that you'll always have an endless supply of Mora.
Wow, you get Paimon like
Aw.
no one else does. Thank you, Hu Tao. Thank you so much.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. Just a moment, I'll be right back. Ooh, I hope she gives me a I hope she gives me.
Huh? Why'd you change back, Hu
What?
Tao?
Yeah, the cost of not buying out the contracts, I think I'm just saying from the outside looking in, I do think that it did make a pretty big effect on player engagement. Do you see anything about me that's different from before? Your hat? All the proof I need that you spend your free time staring longingly at pictures of me. There's no, it's just I'm gay. I can notice things like that. This plum branch is for you.
Wait, isn't this
If I
the
don't get that
branch from your hat?
a meal gown. Yes, and going back further, it's from the tree that I planted myself. Fawn, you have countless friends in Leeway Harbor, so I'm sure you'll get plenty of fortune coins. I wanted to give you something different, something that will remind you of me whenever you look at it.
Paimon doesn't like the sound of that.
Okay, then I'll rephrase it. Something that you can look at whenever you miss me. Well, Hu Tao, it sounds like you're gonna die. Did the writers finally say that they're gonna kill off a character that everyone likes for the drama? What do you mean? I don't know. That's not gonna happen.
You scared Paimon.
Yeah, real scary. Here's a gift. Is this one of the fabled Rex coins?
You've got a great eye, Hu Tao. It's a Rex coin. Although probably not the genuine article, because the Conqueror of Demons told us he couldn't sense Rex Lapis's power in it.
Yeah, but he's just a nerd.
Yeah, that too. So maybe it can keep you safe.
Well, this is a really special gift. I'll take it. Thank you both. I'll stay safe. Don't you worry. Anyway, it's getting late. I have a few things to get ready before I head out to Wuwang Hill. Besides, you should probably get back to Yujing Terrace now. I know Miss Girl's still waiting for you. I got this. You know what, y'all? After trying to voice characters for this many hours, knowing that the actors have to do multiple takes, and they also have to like sort of craft out the way the character sounds, and they have to make sure their voice is healthy, and like they have to do take on take on take on take on take and make choices and take on take on take. This is a lot of work. I'm not saying that I'm surprised, but like being in it really gives me a sense of like real empathy for these actors striking. Because imagine putting all this work into building this character up, and then a studio wants to threaten to use AI to automate all the work that you put in, sitting in that studio for hours and hours. It was so nice to spend time with you. What brings you here? No tea drinking today? It would be unbecoming of me to sip tea in leisure while my employer tours alone. Y'all, if I didn't have Paimon's voice and I had to voice act Paimon, we would be taking a very long break from Moyoverse games. We just have to wait for her to come back. They. Throughout our history. Oh, thank you, Pickled. See? Thank you, Pickled. Happy Lantern Rite. Throughout our history, we fought off many existential threats with whatever tools we had at our disposal. Today is no different. We just have to rise to the challenge. It'll be my first time using this array, so who knows how it'll go. But if you know one thing, it's that I must drive death back to where it came from. So it's like, who knows what's going to happen? She's going to be okay. Also, Fawn gave me a special fortune coin. Apparently, it's one of those Rex coins. You're more knowledgeable about this kind of thing than me, though, so I'd appreciate your second opinion. Thank you, Pickles. In that case, after tonight, could you please return it to Fawn for me? You wish to return the gift? For what reason? Fawn reached Natlan, a place, and took a trip to a land of the dead while there. It must have been incredibly dangerous. She made it this far unscathed, so clearly she's blessed with good fortune, but her journey will only get more dangerous with each step, and that worries me. But if there's a chance that the Rex coin really can keep a person safe, I want to make sure that the person is Fawn. You make good points, Director, but have you considered that Fawn perhaps had similar wishes for you? That's another reason I can't afford to keep it. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. If worse comes to worse and I don't make it back, I don't want Fawn to find this coin didn't work by discovering it in a pile of debris. What if it upsets her? What if it feels like it's all her fault? I couldn't bear to see her like that. You know what I mean, right, Zhongli? I fear that I do. Your concern is that the sight of the coin will only make it more difficult to let go of the worldly attachments. It's like you're a mind reader. Zhongli's gonna save the day at the end. Zhongli running around being boring, but also being the most effective narrative device in Liyue. Since we're this far in, I might as well just tell you the rest too. If I don't return tonight, you'll no longer be a consultant because you'll be the 70th director of the Wangxing Funeral Parlor. Your work is far from done, director. I fear there's no one who could hope to take your place. Yeah, Zhang Li's like, girl, do not ask me to do your job. Live life and death. Live in life and death. Live life and death. Live in life and die in death. If my time has come, then so be it. Girl, let's end the cutscene. I get it. A butterfly dances in a crimson bouquet for fear of the ominous rainfall that may soon show its face. With one last lingering glance in the carmine hue, she lies among the petals in the gardens of the eternal rest, and she sets the floral incense ablaze. Oh, she's the lone butterfly. She's the lone butterfly.
Ningguang, Guanyin, we're back. So what did you want to discuss?
Remember how I
Yeah,
wrote
please
a
let
letter
Miss
back home
please
to
let her
ask about
explain.
the array? Well, I
Her
got a
constellation is a
reply.
butterfly? Oh.
Oh, Paimon remembers. So was Hu Tao right? No one has to be sacrificed, right?
Unfortunately, my cousin could not give me a definitive answer on this, despite scouring the family library. But given that the array gets its power from the ley lines, she suspects that the obfuscation requirement may be a rule laid down by the mountains and the land.
Basically, it looks like the obfuscation of one person is mandatory after all because we can't violate the laws of the ley lines. Furthermore, the Gate of Death will be used to suppress the Phaetor this time, which is the Director Hu's gate.
You're saying Hu Tao has to die?
If my cousin's right, and as I said, she can only speculate, but she also provided me with a method that might just be able to save Director Hu's life. See this? It's a rattan figure I made for the director. One of many. In case you've forgotten, they work by absorbing evil energy in their owner's
A special
place,
Hu Tao
so they
rattan
won't come to
figure.
harm. With the technique my cousin
That
explained,
is so cute.
I managed to connect several of these rattan figures to the gate array. That way,
La
the feather blast will be shared evenly
Lebellion.
by
Hi.
everyone in the array.
I know, she loves these little rattan dolls. Everyone has agreed to the plan. Kaching, Ganyu, and the Conqueror of Demons, Chi-Chi, Beidou, Yalan, Lanyan, and I will each hold a rattan figure. Today, Liyue draws its strength from unity. Nevertheless, the danger posed by the Phaetor is not one to be underestimated. We would like to request your assistance, but the choice is entirely yours. Okay, I'll do
What
it.
did I tell you? I knew the Traveler would help us.
I never doubted that for a second.
Then please, take this rattan figure. I'll link you up to the array right now. Huh? What's going on? This doesn't make any sense. I don't think I made a mistake. But it seems like I can't connect the Traveler to the array. This should work in the exact same way as the gate array, by using the power of the ley lines. But the ley lines aren't responding to the Traveler, almost as if they believe she doesn't exist.
Wicked impulse. I'm happy to hear it. Thank you. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, so could that be the reason?
It's almost like what happened in that land. So perhaps this is simply the will of fate.
I've never heard of anything like that before. I don't know. This is the first time I've run into a
Gatorade.
situation like this. I would write to my cousin, but I think we're out of time.
The lantern display will begin soon. I know this is frustrating, but given the situation, we have no choice but to release Phaun from this duty. We must hope that we'll be able to share the burden of Director Hu's shoulders, and we must have faith that she will return triumphant. Cynthia and Ariana opening the Oscars? I didn't. I can't keep track of all these award shows. I'll definitely see the clips though. I want to see that. You better get used to this, diva. We're the exception to the rule. Before I know it, I've ended up in front of the Wangxing funeral parlor again. Her eyes are really cute, Gabe. Well, I guess we'll celebrate the lantern rite and send a little prayer.
It's already
We'll
dark
say a
out.
little prayer for
Should we go head to the
Hotel.
stage?
During the lantern rite, Hotel might die tonight. I'll say a little prayer for Hotel. It's Little Faye and Little Lulu. Yeah, we're just kind of like sitting here, like not even being involved. Hurry! The Lantern Rite celebrations are about to begin. You don't want to miss Miss Yun's opening show. Oh, slow down, Yun Faye. I had to have a little cameo because people spent money on me.
There are so many people. And I hope everything goes smoothly on Hotel's end so she can get back here and celebrate with us soon.
Xinyan over here. Hotel, somebody said that they missed her. Here she is. She got this for me? So where did she go?
Lady Tianquan, the gate of initiation is now ready. We are good to go.
Yao Yao, I can't believe you said that. I love Yao Yao. Yao Yao was one of the first characters that I was like, I gotta play her. And then everyone was like, you have to play Sumeru to play her. So I was like, I guess I have to beat the game. Director Who, good luck to us both. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, Zhongli! How did we not think of asking Zhongli earlier?
Regarding the ley lines, you mean?
Yeah. How did you know that, though?
I've been waiting here for some time now. Since the issue lies with Paimon's unique constitution, Fawn's unique constitution, I'm afraid that I'll be of no help there.
Paimon totally thought you'd have the answer. Then why were you waiting for us?
The director asked me to return the Rex coin. The gesture of goodwill from the director. She wishes your safe passage in future travels.
But what about... That's not good enough. Surely there's gotta be something we can do.
As it happens, there's one thing that comes to mind, namely, if the 7 of 8 and 8 gates method operates according to the principles of the ley lines, the same must be true of the obfuscation process. But since you cannot connect the ley lines in the first place, do you see what that implies?
Huh?
If I can't connect the ley lines, the limit does not exist. The Lantern Rite's about to begin. My dear compatriots.
Oh, look! It's Lady Ningguang! Wow! I didn't know she was hosting it herself this year.
It must be because of the ceremony, right? The Ministry of Civil Affairs sent out a notice saying that this year they're doing a whole ceremony when they light up the Ming Xiao lantern.
As we stand beneath the late lantern night sky, I would like to pay tribute to all of the audience today for listening to twitch.tv/phaun voice act for 3 hours straight. We pray for the cleansing of your ears after this. Let the ceremony begin. Turn it up. I love when she sings. No, because there's a little beat to this one. Ooh! No, this is a really good lantern rite. Redeem us, deliver us from evil.
The fire's almost out. Did we fail?
I have faith in the director. So, my time has come. There is no avoiding death, nor predicting its time. The duty of Wang Sheng, I now fulfill. Obfuscation techniques. Initiating obfuscation gag order. Lone butterfly techniques. The limit does not exist. Next lantern rite. If you see a butterfly, that's me coming back to see you all.
Did it work?
This was such a cool lantern rite, and like I wish the voice actors could have gotten this, but I also want them to get paid well to do it, so I'll carry it for now. Look, I have to spread myself a little bit thin. I got to be every character, but you know, I'm a one gay show here.
What's wrong? You two look like you've seen a ghost.
Director Who's rattan figure is broken. I
Ain't
can't
no way.
sense her
Ain't no
presence
way.
anymore.
No, they're still playing with us.
How is that possible? You mean Hu Tao? She's... what are we gonna do?
They're lying.
Where'd the traveler go? A breakthrough?
No, y'all are lying to me. Y'all are lying for fun. Y'all are lying to make fun and tease me. Okay, yeah, let's go save Hu Tao. I don't play around with this. If I can... No, let's go get... We gotta find Hu Tao. Hurry up, girl. Yeah, we're on the obfuscation operation. This doll is really cute. When it gets into the nasty Fates whore, it does a little cute animation. Look at it. That is so cute. Girl, stop going into it. You want to swim on the deep end? Oh, now she doesn't want to go over there. Okay. Yon, you gotta fix the GPS on your rattan dolls. Oh. Hoots how when I obfuscate you. Let's obfuscate. Girl, Hoots how I'm about to obfuscate. Could this doll go? Hoots how, please. Okay, now the doll can suddenly go fast. Right. That is so cute, man. The little pigtail swirling. Oh, man. I wish they put mounts in the game. You could write one of the, like a big rattan doll that does this. That'd be so cute. Ro, welcome to the chat. So glad that you're enjoying the videos. Hi. We're playing Genshin Impact today. We're close to the end. Oh, there's a this one is the one. The crooked tree at the center of the border looks just like this year's Mingxiao lantern. There are some cracks in the middle of the trunk. They seem to lead somewhere far away. Something just flew out of my backpack. When I woke up, I was in a flower carriage. To all my girls who are hanging out today, my Hoyoverse streams, my watch party streams, I always say this, but you're not getting the full story until you get the cross over to the other side towards the next life. They are so dramatic, girl. You're not getting the full story unless you get the Hoyoverse streams. The spider lilies, come on now. In darkness blooms the spider lily. My Final Fantasy 14 girlies. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Promise you won't stand us up this time? Okay, I can get behind that. If you're a no-show, I'm sending the Traveler to track you down and drag you back to the dinner table kicking and screaming.
You want to play 14 so bad, but your laptop is awful? Well, if you ever do get a gaming PC that runs pretty well, you don't need a super high-end PC for it. And they are, I think they're working with the new, there's like this new technology with AI that allows lower end PCs to run things faster, but you do need a certain threshold of hardware to do it. But I always say 14 is such a huge game, just like Genshin Impact, that when you do get to play it, you will have years of content. Like I just stay subscribed to the game. Like that's like my little digital world that I go into. It's a good one though. Long game, but it's a good one. This is so obvious, but the poetry of the funeral director meeting death is giving me chills. In darkness blooms the spider lily. One of my favorite fights, man. Grandpa and Dad, are you here to take me to the other side? How'd I do as a director, huh? Did I do the Wangxing Funeral Parlor proud?
Absolutely. You did 1,000,000 times better than me. Our little girl is the best.
Good. Then I can join you with no regrets.
We're proud of you, little lady. But we only came to see you because we've missed you.
I've missed you too. What are you saying? You're not here to bring me into the afterlife?
Live in life and die in death. My child, your time has not yet come. Yes, the day of reunion will come in good time. There's no need to rush. Look, someone's here to take you home.
Her nails are so iconic. This was such a good lantern rite, man. Like, I see Hu Tao in a completely new light. Like, she kind of was like gimmicky and goofy, but she's a really cool character. Traveler, everyone's waiting for you, Diva. This one was a really good one. This one was a really good one. This was a real, like, I can't judge all the lantern rides because I've only gotten to do, this is my second one. But in terms of arcs, this was a really good arc. It was charming, it was funny, it was well paced, even with no voice acting.
You're finally awake.
And
How do you
it
feel?
culminated
Does it hurt?
into a really good, like, sort of development for a character that's really
You've been asleep for
nice.
2 whole days. If Baiju hadn't insisted that you were just out from exhaustion, Paimon would have been worried sick. Still, it is a relief to see you finally wake up.
By the way, my Final
again.
Fantasy XIV girlies, I know that the live letter came out. I still haven't looked at the cliff notes. I used to watch them all the time, but I just don't have time for it anymore. But I do look at the cliff notes in like the Discord that they have. I think it's the Balance Discord. They do a really good job of translating it. I know that they showed stuff for the exploration content. I'm so excited for that.
The Knight of Lantern Rite, of course. Hu Tao carried you here on her back.
I feel like you're
Paimon
right,
was
Pickled.
so worried to see you unconscious. Thankfully, Zhang Li was there too, and he said you'd be fine. That being said, why did you sneak off without saying a word? Were you trying to beat Hu Tao's record for running away and getting stranded in the border? Yeah, Paimon knows. Hu Tao told us the whole story. Sounds like you did something pretty amazing. You've had a lot of visitors over the last couple of days. Zhangli, Ningguang, Lan Yan, and pretty much everyone else you could think of.
Only 3 of them were voiced.
Most of them have probably left by now, but Hu Tao's still waiting out in the main room. She's been there the whole time. Anyway, you stay in bed and get some rest. Paimon will go get Baiju to take a look at you.
That's what I was saying, Lilia. Like, Hoyoverse's writing is like unlike, this is such a unique game when you think about the writing and the way that they tell stories. Like, they're long burns. That's not mass market appeal because I mean we're still not done yet. I'm sure that we're about to finish up, but like it's been a 3-hour arc. But it's just, I don't know, I like it. I like the storytelling. I like that they take the time to build the world and they have a huge cast and they give all the cast a little bit of love here and there. Yes, Ro. Yes. It's exciting. It's exciting. I've always been like a big proponent of the exploration content, and I just really the things that they've been saying about it, how they want to execute it and go about it, I'm excited. Something cool is against my face. One more time. Guess who? Happy Lantern Rite, girl. I'm so glad. Looks like you can stop worrying now. Welcome back, my hero. Don't be silly. It's just the 2 of us here. You really want to talk in glib pleasantries? Because I can out-glib you any day of the week, honey. I'm doing great, thanks to a certain someone. You look remarkably well, too. You must have had some meal products, applied to your skin while you were sleeping. Well, I sure hope you did. Because, girl, sometimes you look like you need it. Leeway Harbor looks pretty from this angle. Let's see what everyone's doing at this hour. I've had so much Cabernet Sauvignon that I just realized at some point Sig had settled down beside me. He always knows when the girly pops are meeting. Hi, Sig. I hope you enjoyed Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Sig. And that lady over there, her cheeks are so red. Must be Meal Blush. She's been waiting for her lover so they can get off to some fireworks together. Such a marvelous view. Really puts me in a poetic mood. Okay, I got something. A fresh festivities fills the streets, while lanterns light the sky like countless times before. I dwell not on the twists and turns of bygone years, but I remember this, that each day, new day, I received the gifts of life once more. Thank you, Fawn, and happy Lantern Rite, Diva. Y'all! I'm so proud of myself. This is the first time I played a Hoyoverse game and I went into a quest and I finished it when I said I would. Happy Lantern Rite, everybody! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! We did it. We did it.
I am a disgrace to the knights.
I will build up my character soon. I'm just looking to see if there's any I will get back to playing Genshin, but right now I'm on a big Hoyover, not a Hoyover's, Honkai Star Rail mood. I'm looking at the banners. I don't think, no, it's, yeah, I'm good. I'm not pulling on any of them. I am going to in the background do Lantern Rite stuff because I do want the rewards and I want to get some primos. But now time to pull Baiju. Is Baiju? Baiju ain't running. He's a chronicled wish? Oh. Oh, chart a course towards the following characters or weapons. What is chronicle? 3 days left? Y'all said that I get the sleepy girl for free, right? Because I don't have Baiju yet. In September she comes out? She comes out in September? Girl, we're pulling for Baiju. Now, I don't know. I've never done this before. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I've never done this before, so we might not get this stream. But hey, while I got it, let's try, you know? Um... Stardust Exchange. I had to remember how to use this shop. September isn't a thing? What?
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting
You
to
can get
do?
her free in September? Oh. So Mizuki is coming. Okay, I'm not pulling for Baiju then. Baiju, I love you so much, girl, but I am here for Mizuki. Well, if I get her free in September and she's coming up, I'm sorry, but when she comes up, I'm a free-to-play girly. I gotta take my chance when I get it. When she's coming up, I'm gonna go for her, and then I'm going to probably C1 her because I already like her aesthetic. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Not to get your hopes up. I love Baiju, but it's just not his time yet. I love Baiju, but it's just not his time yet.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me
Delicious,
so much?
welcome to the chat. I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to take that risk. Okay, y'all. I got to go, okay? Let's say bye to the YouTube. How many pulls in pity? Here, let me look. I'll count it. Y'all say bye to the YouTube while I count. How about that? I don't know. This is the first page, girl. Bye, YouTube. YouTube, please manifest me luck. If you enjoyed today's VOD, please manifest me luck. I hope whatever you're doing next is super, super well. Thank you so much for listening to my really crazy 3-hour stream of me voice acting the Lantern Rite 2025. Happy Girly Pop Lantern Rite 2025.